defining Easter, and we looked at how it started and where it went wrong. How it started and where it went wrong. And today, based upon the text today found in Genesis chapter 3, based upon the text, I still want to define Easter, but I want to talk about sin can get out of control. Sin can get out of control. Let me read verse 5, begin reading at verse 5. And can I suggest to you that in your quiet time, you might want to read, it wouldn't hurt to begin reading at chapter 1 and go all the way through chapter 7. Amen. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And he repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air. For it repented me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Thus, in the reading of God's holy word, I just want to talk about it. Sin can get out of control.
All right. All right.
I should have got a cosigner right there. When we look at defining Easter, we cannot define Easter without discussing sin. Not only do we try to stay away from talking about sin, some find it very difficult to admit or possibly confess sin. Some struggle with owning up to sin. And sin is going against God. And we discovered last week that sin was breaking God's rules and regulations. Yet defining Easter is also saying enough is enough. The late Dr. Gardner Taylor said once about this particular text that there is a line that man dare not cross when disobeying God. And based upon the text, man had actually gone too far. So far that it repented the Lord that he had ever made man. Man became evil, and wickedness was all over the earth, and every imagination of man's heart was evil continuously. The text states that it grieved God to his heart, and God saw no other way out except to destroy man, to destroy every living creature and the earth. God was ready to wipe out the world, and every living creature wiped them out. But Noah found favor in the eyes of God, and he and his family were saved from what we will call the first destruction of life and this world. So today, let's look at three things concerning when sin gets out of control. Anybody interested? Listen. If we're going to define Easter, we'll have to define it by saying the first thing is that when sin gets out of hand. God reached the point where he had enough of sin. And since we're defining Easter, I'm afraid that we have almost gone too far once again. The text is in Noah's day. But in our day, I'm afraid that we're almost where they were. It repented the Lord that he had made man because sin had gotten out of control. And if we just take a moment and look at what is going on in this world today, somebody would have to agree that if not already there, we are pretty close to sin taking over again. The Bible speaks of wars and rumors of wars and fathers against sons and mothers against daughters, and I hate to say it, but this world in which we live in today, almost and everything goes. And everybody want their rights. Women rights, gay rights, children rights, parents rights. And I know that I'm going out there on a limb this morning, but wrong is almost demanding right. God Almighty, sin has gotten out of control. Look at your neighbor and tell them sin is taking over. The Bible speaks of Lisa Spatterall ruin the child. But America tells us whip the child and you'll get a case with Child Protective Services. It's getting out of control. It's getting out of control that your parents are almost scared to discipline their children because them little rascals that you feed, them little rascals that you put food on the table, put clothes on their back, will get mad at you and dial 911 and hello somebody. I come to tell you, thank God my children is already grown, because if they call 911, I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to need y'all to sell some dinners and get me out of jail. I'm going to need some bail money because I'm going to whoop them while the cop is there. But sin has gotten out of control.
Yes, it has.
Listen. Can I just pay our aura up in here? We have some weed smokers trying to move to Colorado where it's legal so that they can smoke a little weed. We got some Texans praying that it reach us, being that weed don't hurt nobody. I know. It's good for your glaucoma, I know. But we live in a world that talks about innocent until proven guilty. But the guilty is getting off every day. Matter of fact, all they need is some money and a good attorney. Sin, is taking over. Oh, somebody ought to help me. Somebody ought to help me. It used to be, can I just be real?
Go ahead.
It used to be that men were players. But we got some women who are players. Sin is getting out of control. I see some of it going on right here at the church where the children is leading the parent instead of the parents leading the child. Sin is taking over. And I'm trying to define Easter, and sin has really gotten out of control. Just everything you turn on the news and it ain't nothing but bad news. Stuff going on everywhere. Hello somebody. And it's just not going wrong downtown. It's just not going wrong on 11th Street and 12th Street. We got some wrong stuff going on in our are Christians.
Yeah. Right.
I'm almost tempted to just go on and just tell it like it is. Some of y'all, I don't know if y'all loaded or not. Some of y'all might have smoked a little something before you came. Some of y'all might need a little reefer before you can hear the word. I don't know. Yeah. Because I know some of y'all going to do it when you get to the house. But sin is getting out of control once again. Children killing their parents, parents killing their children. It's getting out of control. And respect, we don't even know. Right. We don't even. Aretha can't even help us today. There ain't no respect in the house, ain't no respect in the school. What's wrong with you parents always want to run to the school and defend your child? You know that rascal. I don't know, Mama. Mama used to tell us, I'll deal with grown folk. You stay in your place. But the child is out of control at school, and the parents showing up defending that mess. Sin, look at your neighbor, look at your neighbor, say sin is out of control. It's out of control, and if we're not careful, we are entering our last days. Because God can only take so much. Hello, somebody. God can only take, and when sin, y'all know how it is when sin get out of control. That means that when you read the text, it said the evil thoughts of man were continuously. Every imagination, every thought of man was evil continuously, and some of us that go to church are messed up. And watch this, I'm just saying, sin taking over because we're living in a time where the ones who's supposed to protect and serve are doing more killing. I'm talking about APD, SAPD, DPD, LAPD, Boston PD. I'm just going to go on out there, Manor PD, Georgetown PD, Round Rock PD. Who ever heard of shooting a naked man? Help us. Butt naked. And the cop pulls the revolver, not the pulls the gun and shoots a naked man. Just because he got a cop. Y'all, sin is out of control. And here we are. God blessed us where we got our first black president. And it's done got out of control because look who's running for the next president. I guess Trump said if they can put a black man in, then I'm just saying, I'll be able to get it. And then he's all talking about what he goes. Y'all missing that. A black man is in office and Trump talking about what he planned to do to black folk. Sin is taking over. All right. Listen. We have to beg y'all to vote for Obama. I'm afraid I'm going to have to beg some of y'all to vote for the lesser of the two evils. Somebody ought to help me right there. Sin is. Sin is
Yes, it is.
Taking over. And I might as well just throw this one out for free. Then I throw this sin is taking over. Some of y'all sitting up in here this morning gonna rob God in just a few minutes. That one wasn't in my notes. I just threw that one out there for free. Sin is taking over.
Yes, it is.
Well, I knew this one wasn't going to be.
Right.
I knew I was going to have to borrow some amens.
Yeah.
But when sin gets out of hand,
yeah,
it helps us define Easter.
Right.
But then the second thing, based upon the text, God can only take so much of sin. Yeah, okay. I got any Bible readers? This world is in trouble when God has had enough.
Right.
Anybody read about Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yeah.
Rough cities. Sin was everywhere.
Yeah.
And God destroyed that city. And I'm afraid that God have just about had enough today. It grieved God to his heart, and the condition of sin, because of the condition of sin in this world. There has to be an end to sin, and God saw the end by destroying the world. He just wiped out the world, and everything that it was God's solution to this out of control sin problem. God said, I just got to get rid of it. Listen. I'm just going to wipe out. Can I bring it home? God said he going to wipe out Manors, Neils, Jules, Acorns, Harris, Williams. Look at your neighbor. Just because he didn't say your name. Your family too. God is God. Yeah. There is a line, my dears, that we dare not cross with God. God will only. Yeah. Can I just say old school? Yeah. Old school would say it like this: God is just giving us enough rope to hang ourselves.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, Dr. Gardner Taylor. Yeah, there's a line that we dare not cross, and I'm afraid that today we're standing on the line.
Yeah.
God hates sin, and you can only imagine how he feels when sins get out of control. Yeah. Look at your neighbor, and tell them, say, we in trouble.
We in trouble. Yeah.
Listen, when a married man starts singing, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Sin is out of control.
Yeah.
And when a woman starts singing, I'm making it easy for the cleanup woman. We in trouble. We in trouble. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah. And I know right there. I said the name of the song, and it struck somebody right there. Yeah. We in trouble.
Yeah.
When songs like these, Alicia Keys can bring out with her, and it's okay. We are in trouble, and God is only going to take so much. Listen, I apologize because I only know old school songs. But you got the message.
Right. Right.
I got to go here. When sin starts running the church,
yeah,
we in trouble.
Yeah.
When God's house is no longer sacred,
yeah,
and any and everything goes on up in here, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
When anything and everything can go on up in here, we are in trouble.
Yeah.
I wish I had a cosign or two right there. Yeah, when you want everybody to live right and you ain't living right.
Right.
Oh, somebody should have talked to me right there. Yeah, I deliver me from folk and always point out what other folk ought to be doing, but can never see that they need to be changing themselves too. Oh, I'm trying to help somebody. Sin is out of control when you can always talk about other folks' stuff, but ain't got nothing to say about your stuff.
Yeah.
The Bible says, why are you concerned about the mote in your brother's eye when you got a beam in yours?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Gays are not the only ones that done come out the closet.
Right. 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 Right.
Some of y'all.
Yeah. Go ahead.
They getting kind of quiet. Homemongers done come out the closet.
Yeah. Yeah.
You used to try to sneak and hide.
Yeah. All right.
Y'all, I got some cussers done come out the closet.
Yeah.
You used to didn't cuss around certain folk.
Yeah.
You used to didn't cuss at certain I'm trying to get to it. But you done come out the closet.
Yeah.
I got some liars done. Y'all ain't liking this, y'all. Y'all ain't liking this. Y'all ain't liking this. But God is just about fed up because I got some liars that can come out the closet.
Yeah.
I got some adulterers. You all out the closet. You don't care who sees you. You don't even. Some of y'all so crazy. Your spouse know you ain't no good and still with you. We done come out of the closet.
Yeah. All right.
Some of y'all used to go on the other side of town to get your drink. Now you get your drink on your side. Some of y'all done come out the closet, and I'm afraid that some of y'all need to close the closet.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff, ought to stay in the closet. Some of y'all don't care who knows what about you. You don't care. I'm trying to tell you, out the closet, you done upset God.
Right.
Touch your neighbor, say, neighbor, this is a rough sermon. But if you keep listening, he gonna help you. Because he sure helping me.
All right.
God is here. Yeah. God have just about had enough. Enough is enough.
Right.
And we got to stop acting like God is playing with us.
Right.
Based upon this text, God is saying, I will get tired of sin, and you don't want me to get tired of sin because I will. Wait a minute. God already knew once he wiped it out. He said, next time won't be water, but fire next time. Some of y'all waiting on Gabriel to come. You might be concerned about whether or not the Lord done lit a match.
Right.
Come on now.
Yeah, my dears, we so messed up that we fail to. Listen. We might as well do a remix. Instead of singing, Lord, I know I've been changed. The angels in heaven done signed my name. And some of us need to start saying, Satan, I know I've been changed. The devil in hell done signed my name. Listen. Will y'all help me preach this thing? Look at your neighbor. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, the devil ain't through with me yet. Hey, talk about please be patient with me. God ain't through me. Some of y'all need to say, please be patient with the devil ain't. Because when he gets through with me, straight to hell I shall go. When sin takes over, it sickens God to his heart. And when God has had enough, I'm trying to tell us, he will wipe out the world once again. There is danger in crossing sin's line. And God don't get enough. And those of y'all that think you done got away, you ain't got away. Right. You ain't got away. You ain't got away. You ain't got. Some of y'all done, because some of y'all done live so long that your body won't let you sin no more. Some of y'all done gave up drinking because you're on too much meds. But I'm trying to tell you though, and that's why. You know what? Now I know I'm finna mess up. I know I am. Because some of y'all, I can tell how you were when you were young. You done got old, and you talking about young folk. And what you actually telling me is, Rev, that's how I was. And can't do it no more, Rev. And I'm sick. Look at her with that short dress on. And when you used to wear short dresses. Oh, I'm sorry. Touch your neighbor. Say neighbor. And with your old self, still trying to wear. I'm sorry, Sister Dillon. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help somebody because sin is just about out of control. And whenever it reaches that point, then God becomes upset. Yeah. Well. Reverend Jones.
Preach it.
Reverend Jones. I'm looking. And I believe because of the text. Because God gave me the sermon. I believe St. Paul done got out of control.
Yeah. All right.
This church don't belong to none of us. It belongs to God.
Right. Amen.
And we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful when we come up here faking and shaking.
Yeah.
God knows when you're real and when you're faking that thing. Yeah. And some of us are just fakers. That's all you are, just fakers. That's why some of us done bought knockoff purses. cost $300. And carrying it like it's the real thing. And then you're lying by saying it's the real thing. If you bought it out of a trunk and not a stove, if you ain't got no receipt for it,
Yeah.
then jumping up in church time and look what the Lord done blessed me with. He don't bless stuff like that. Now you better straighten that lie out and say the devil brought me this girl. It's a deal. I tell you, it's a deal. It's a deal. To define sin is to talk about how sin has gotten out of control.
Yeah.
It's out of control, and some of us don't even know it. You know, I got sin in my life. I got sin in my life. But you ain't gonna ever hear me brag about it.
Right. Right. Yeah. Right.
I'm almost tempted to ask. I'm almost tempted to ask. Is there anybody up in here got somebody that don't belong to you, but somebody might be crazy enough to raise their hand? I need to move on. I need to.
All right now. Look, the baby's raising her hand over there. Tell her back to the baby raising her hand.
Last Sunday, we down off in Sayers, and our and Reverend John was concerned about me getting to my car.
Yeah.
I might need an escort this morning.
Yeah.